Okay. Well, ends is nice to see. They always want to say to keep this in your hand, but I really don't want to keep it in my hand, I don't think. At least this might be like a Blood Knight, so then that's kind of a little eh. I like having this one too. Pretty good. Crash of Thunder, sure. Very interesting art for this card. Yeah, I also feel like this card isn't really necessary either. Like the only thing you're using this card for is to make your nature spells cost one less. And there's scenarios where you don't use the fire spells or even the frost, so it's just kind of odd for it to be in here. I guess like it's big that you get the the discount, but outside of that, it's not much else. So that's something to be aware of if you're looking to craft cards for this deck. I would probably not put my dust towards this first. I'd probably go towards Elganeth and then Thorim the Stormlord before you invest in this card. Hey, like Death Knight, sure. I think I might Queen's on 5. Or on 4, I mean. Okay. We can get to our draw stuff. That, excuse me, would be pretty important here. We do have a lot of damage here. We just this alone we could win with a bioluminescence and like anything else. So if we just draw to that pretty early on, that'd be nice. Okay, there's a draw. Okay, I don't really want to see that, but we could maybe set up with this and this. Bioluminescence into this and that. That could be, potential lethal. But we do have a little bit more time to set up, so I'm not really trying to push it too hard right now.
The citadel stands strong. The more you struggle.
I do wish that Bioluminescence was a cheaper card, but being able to get something all spell damage +1 is pretty insane. So at 3 mana, it's fine, but sometimes it can make the combo just a tad bit harder. Okay. Nature spells cost 1 less. 27 HP. No? No, because these are going to be cheaper. We should have played this. If we had this last turn, we could have played it. I don't say we could go with this, and play a bunch of Swarmers and then play that, but not everything's going to be cheap enough to actually play it. Actually, it might. This is going to be wrong, I think. Let's think about this. 1, 2, that's 2 mana, or that's 1 mana. That goes down to 3. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we don't have lethal. I am just going to play this. Set up for this. We could have lethal next turn. Potentially. If we play this now, there might be the risk of him being able to destroy it with the format, the trader card, whatever it's called, the destroy a plague and deal 3. If you guys think that's lethal or something like that, you can put it down in the comments and tell me what you think, if that was actually lethal, if I had enough mana there. But we should have it next turn. Does this cost 0? That's 1. Oh, this will be 2. Maybe we should have done it then. Oh, well, Cold Feet's a card for him to get. Good lord. Irritating. Okay, we'll set it up now. We'll do this. I'll double trade into this. If this stays on the board, like if this all stays here, we win next turn. No problem about it. We definitely win. That's really the whole point of the deck, is just try and get some type of board to stay alive, bioluminescence it, and then just deal damage with these two things. Because if he has the 4 mana card that removes everything, it's kind of dry. Yogg-Saron might actually answer this. Let's hope he doesn't get a board removal. That's good. We should still have enough damage for that. That sucks. I hate that he gets these two removed. But we still have all these little guys right here, so we should be okay. Okay. Wow. And he's able to attack again with that? Man, that's so unfortunate. I hate that card. Doxron sucks. Like, the RNG you could get off this is just insane. Ooh, Flow Rider is actually really good. That's unfortunate, though, but this is fine.
The storm is in me.
Yeah, we didn't need to play this here. We should have saved this. Because he might still have the removal stuff, especially after putting everything back in the deck. He more likely or not has it all. So let's hope he doesn't have it, but looks like he might. But if he doesn't, this is already, you know, that's 8 damage with this. Yeah, he got it. This is hard. We need our Galganath or something to really help with this. Or even like a Galganath into our overdraft that will allow us to, you know, deal more damage or something. But that's good to see. Oh, that's good too. We shouldn't overload. Or overdraw, I mean. That should still be 3. Okay. We don't need this unless we want to find something specific. I don't think we need. We got our Galganath here, so we could actually deal with some stuff. I'm just playing stuff to play it, which is not a good way of doing this, but you might just have another answer to the board. Yeah, we'll do this. You could remove stuff easily here, but we'll allow him to trade. This will make stuff cheaper. So we play this, this will go down to 0. And he has a Hollow Hound too. And people want to say that, you know, Plagues are a really low tier deck, but it's really good. And what they're capable of doing with it. I want to say I missed lethal with that earlier in the game. Back on turn like 5 and 6. We probably could have had it. Or had him low enough to where we could just kill him. But we'll see what we could do. Maybe we should have actually kept the Flow Rider to try and tutor out the Feral Spirit. Punish him, please. How does he get all that luck from the Ogtron? That's so dumb. So dumb. Okay. See, I don't really want to draw overload stuff. I'm gonna go for the this. Because that basically deals with the board for the most part. Do that. I mean, I just trade here, but if this is 4 spell damage. I have 1 mana left over. I'm gonna do it. 7 damage. Okay. Okay, we had it. That's what I'm saying. Gotta like find the lethal path for it. We could have had lethal, I think, that earlier, but I'm not sure. Okay. Druid. Matchup's fine. Flash of Light. Not a bad thing to keep. I think I like it more as a late game card. Yeah, no, it's a good thing to keep. I will say I've been having a lot of fun with this deck. It's been pretty solid. After the, you know, the list has been kind of solidified in what's good and what's not good. I've been climbing pretty hard with this. I was almost up to Diamond 5 with this list. And then I had to go and play my Paladin deck. That's probably not the best to play to try and get, you know, higher up in the ranks. But it's definitely not bad at all. It takes a lot of the slower decks by surprise, because you could set up an easy swing turn and deal, you know, 40 plus damage with it, so it's not bad at all. That's not inherently scary. I do like the turn of tide, or turn the tides. It's a very, well, it turns the tides in the name. A big tempo card. I like it a lot. There's a lot of times when you don't actually feel bad just playing this on 3 without a weapon or anything like that. Like, we do play the chisel here, but we don't play any other weapon. But it feels good to just get a 3/3 body. I'm gonna go face with that. I really don't care about the little guy here. He could trade and like tap or something like that if he absolutely wants to. We'll probably use it again next turn. Or we might play this and try and pull something out that's useful. Maybe like a ancestral knowledge, or even Feral Spirit, which is good too. Okay. You're gonna trade there. Why would you? Yeah, that's very strange. I'll do that. That's fine. Sometimes you just simple them down with the value that you get in some scenarios. I think I might have to play a Flash of Lightning next turn, or this next turn maybe. Okay. Not really scared of that. Okay, he had that. That's fine. It's not a bot, right? No, it's a person. Okay. It's very strange. I'll go ahead and pull it out of the deck. Fine. Okay. Fine, it's fine. You could win really early on with this deck, especially if you have the right setup with it. So, you know, if we have a Lightning Storm or double Lightning Storm, Bioluminescence and just drop down a bunch of stuff. So you do have to play spells to make this work. So that's the other downside to it, to make it cost 0. But got the coin is going to tap. Oh, Living Roots. Okay. I'm assuming this guy is playing Ramp Druid. It's just not drawing very well. At least I'm assuming that. I actually don't mind that. Fine. It's probably better to play that with, like, you know, when you do have a chance of lethal, but we're doing this now. How many times does it allow you to do it? Play another... It only allows you to do 2. Okay. Good to know. I'm not killing these off in case he has a way of removing these a little bit faster. We're going to make him like double trade, tap, and trade or something like that. And then we'll go into a setup with that. We could have, you know, Bioluminescence and maybe start dealing some damage, but I'd much rather be more comfortable with the setup than not. Wondering if it will work or not, so we'll play the safe route and do the proper way of setting it up. That is not bad. And this is not bad to see either. We'll wait. Damn, I was tempted to trade this away, but I think having the overload of... Well, I guess nothing else on our hands overloads it. Maybe we should have traded this away instead of tapping. But the bodies are really important for this. Depends. He might have more answers, and that's why I want to like get the damage through as much as I possibly can. Because Bioluminescence into this will probably just destroy everything too, and so that's why. Kind of depends on what we draw here, I think. You top deck a Lightning Bolt or that. That's big. Really big. I'm not really sure how much this actually costs. We've played just that. Okay. Okay. Um, do that. Okay. Play that.
Storm is in me.
I'm gonna push face. I don't think you can remove everything here, but next turn we'll have lethal. Because more likely than not, he's probably gonna what? Tap, trade there, play whatever else he has to play, and then we should be fine.
Good morning, my beautiful cat.
Drum circle. He has drum circle. That doesn't really change anything. Because it still damages everything. Oh. It's trade, hit there, and then I'm assuming drum circle, but he might not have a drum circle. Okay, we only really need it for the draw there, but also having the cheaper stuff is actually pretty important. We have the overdraft, so I'm okay. Yeah, he does have it. That's fine. You don't actually need to attack with it. Oh, he goes for that. That's probably important, actually. Okay, but we still have lethal.
The storm is in me.
That's probably lethal alone, right? Yeah, 10 damage, yeah. Okay, we probably could have pushed it a little bit sooner.